What is up, Aquarius? How are you all doing? For those who do not know me, my name is Spiritual Star 111. Please only take what resonates with this message. A while back, I used to do what's the tea messages because we all know when somebody say I got the tea, that means gossip. And I used to do those messages, and I think I'm going to bring them back because a lot of times I just want to do deep messages to let y'all know, of the game or put y'all on game or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna bring y'all back to the what's the tea messages. So this will be what's the tea. All it's gonna say is what's the tea. Okay, it's not gonna be no headline or nothing. Just what's the tea. It's just what's the tea messages. Okay, so thank you so much for visiting my channel. I think I already said that. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box, okay? Please only take what resonates from this what's the tea message, because a lot of y'all are not going to agree with what I'm getting ready to say, but it's all good. I ain't tripping, okay? So Archangel Michael, I ask that you use me in the highest right light as I give a clear and communicative understanding message to Aquarius, or just whoever needs to hear it. I ask that you bring forth whoever needs to hear this with a clear and open mind, and block out whoever does not need to hear this with the immature whatever type of mind, okay? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the most supreme in the universe. So it was very interesting because I was watching something. Let me light my sage as I'm doing this. I was watching something last night and it was very, very interesting. But at the same time, it put some type of perspective in my mind. Like it was deep. Like I was just like, okay, this is true. This is really true. So this would be for like the older crowd. If you're young, well, 21 and up, because no kid's supposed to watch my channel. 21 and up, or 25, 27, whatever, 29. This will be for the older crew that I'm getting ready to say. Now, a lot of times you get in situations and you wonder why somebody is attracted to you and don't even spend time with the person that they have at home, right? Okay. In this new age decade, I keep talking about the new age, the 20th century, 20, whatever. You cannot control anybody. A man is going to do what a man's going to do, and a woman's going to do what a woman's going to do. You can get in your feelings all you want to about it. You can get mad. You can throw your temper tantrum or whatever the case may be. It has nothing to do with you. It's nothing wrong with you. It's not about, maybe it's just, maybe my sex wasn't good enough, or maybe this, maybe that. That has nothing to do with you. People are going to do what they want to do. That's just society. That is just society. You think people that live with their person don't go out and actually see a girl walking by and look at her butt? You think when married women go out and they see a cute guy, they don't say, "Oh, girl, he fine"? For the ones that have had children, for the older group, I'm talking about the older group, okay? For the ones that have actually had children and you're not with your baby daddy at this time, you're not in a committed relationship, you are considered to people sometimes damaged goods, right? Because that person is going to feel like they have to come in and play the role of a dad, or fulfill a child's dreams of never having a dad, or whatever the case may be. Not saying you're damaged goods. It's just what I'm saying. Sometimes women with children, they put their bar too high when really this is why it didn't work out with the person that you had children with. Now I'm getting ready to step on some people's toes. I don't care. This is what's the tea. I'm one of those cutthroat spiritual mentors, motivational speakers. This is what's the tea. So I'm getting ready to really step on some people's toes. Women that's in 30 to 40 to 50 range, you wonder why people end up lonely and have a whole bunch of cats or a whole bunch of dogs or whatever the case may be, because they try to be in control of a man when you cannot control any human being, just like vice versa. Men try to be in control of women when they cannot control a woman. Now, I'm not saying, I had asked the question when I was on my live. I asked the question about the poly relationships, right? And all y'all was like, no, 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 no. Sometimes your men will have you in a whole poly relationship and you don't even know. Sometimes your women will have you in a poly relationship and you won't even know. Just because y'all not living in the same household doesn't mean that they're not talking to somebody on the side. I really had to teach myself this and like really just stick to my motive. Like if I'm talking to somebody and say if they're at a distance from me and say if they go out of town, they could be across the town, across the same city that I'm in. And or if they had to go out of town or whatever the case may be, I really had to teach myself to stop caring. I'm not going to sit here and stress myself trying to figure out if this man is talking to somebody, who he giving his time to, or men, you need to be the same way if you have a long distance relationship or whatever the case may be. You will stress yourself out from inner stress, wondering what the next person is doing because you don't have that much control. The only person that has that much control is spirit. You may get in a union and you think your union, oh, he only for me, da 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 da. And then his car log, he got other people that he's talking to. A lot of men be scared sometimes. I'm not making no childhood issues in this What's the Tea. We get it. You had a messed up childhood. Papa was a Rolling Stone. We get it. Okay, moving forward. Okay. I'm not making no excuses for nobody that for anybody or that has dealt with this situation or going through this situation or is going to go through this situation, okay? A lot of times men get in situations or women, because you know I'm not biased, we the same level on this channel, to where their person is doing better than they are. Or they feel like their person is more, having more accomplishments or more dreams, ambitions than they are, and they feel some type of way. So they run back to what they used to. They run back to the used to type of people that they're dealing with. So you may get with the commitment and you may think that it's going good and you tell your person, man, I got this going on, I got this going on, I got this going on. And they're just like, okay, that's good. Well, they just stuck in the same spot. So what do? They run back to the normal. Don't ever beat yourself up short because somebody chose to have options. Sometimes having options is good because it keeps your mind a peace of mind. Now, if they run off and start a whole nother family with somebody, then I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about the sleeping, bringing it back. That I'm talking about sometimes men or women have to talk to other people because they just want to feel that type of familiar. I'm going to use me as an example because I don't know who's watching this right now. So I can't sit here and say you. I'm very accomplished in my life. I'm a single parent by choice. Okay. And when I meet individuals, I let them know up front, I'm not looking for a stepdaddy. I'm not looking for nobody to come in here. My kids call him daddy. We passed that phase. Okay. And I let them know that up front. Now, if you want to say hello to my children, you want to talk to my children, cool. But as far as my child is coming up calling you daddy, no. I'm at that 35 mark. Sometimes you have to lower, or not lower, you have to pull your control back because I don't consider myself damaged goods. And you may not either. But I'm just saying, in the world, by you having children, that's the first thing a man gonna get mad and say, well, it didn't even work out with your baby daddy. You ain't even married. Or nobody will ever marry you. I have been married. It's just stop beating yourself up of things that you cannot control. Men these days, and I mean men, women with money, men with money, they will have a wife or a husband. Then they will have the mistress. Then they will have the one that just make them laugh, the little childish one. Then they will have the normal one, to where they be like, "What's up, bro? You smoking today?" Like the one that the little buddy, homeboy, homegirl type of feel. They would have that person. But the wife is like the wife is just the one to just take it, right? The wife is the one to take it, but not so much take it to where it's hurting their feelings. Just take it like, okay, I know he's coming home. You know that song, she's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. So sometimes the wife, they don't care. Sometimes wife know. They know what's going on. Hold on, y'all, because this getting deep. Sorry, my allergies is acting up. So, you know that if you know that song, "She's Mine," you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. That's how a wife think. I was telling y'all on my live. A lot of y'all don't come to my live, but when I'm on my live, I talk about different stuff. Um, on my live, there's a series out right now called Scandal, and if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just watch the first one, the first episode. In that episode, the man cheats and the wife knows about. Well, he goes and tells the wife, right? He actually goes and confesses to her, something's getting ready to be out in the paper or the newspaper or the media or whatever. Something's going to be out. And I just want to let you know that I had sex with this individual. Da, 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 da. So the wife was just like, okay, how long? The wife was just like, okay, what's up? So the messy news reporter or whoever this man was that came over to get some information, he actually asked the wife, he said, do you probably want to put that you want to leave him, right? And the wife said, no, we've been together 12 years. This was just a mistake. You have wives that don't want to let that person go. You have husbands that don't want to let that person go. They don't care what they're doing. They just know that that person is coming back home to them. You go have your fun. You go have your fun, but you know where home is. Hmm. That's the 20th century. You think your ancestors didn't go through this? You really think your ancestors? You think your ancestors didn't go through somebody trying to take your granddaddy or somebody trying to take your grandma? They may ain't told you all the stories, but you have the ones to where your grandparents be like, "Oh yeah, I took your grandma from such and such, or I took your grandpa from such and such." You think they ain't went through it? You get cheated on, so what? Move forward. Because 9 times out of 10, you probably done cheated on somebody too. That's just the day-to-day age. You can't control nobody. I'm not saying that you should settle for somebody cheating on you. Please don't twist it. Please don't. You don't have to settle from somebody cheating on you. But at the same time, if you're not going to handle it right then and there, you're going to go into the other connection that you're going to get with, and you're going to be thinking about the same thing. Or if you was that person that actually cheated, it's going to come back to you. Everything comes back around like centuries. What goes around literally comes around. And as you're dating now, or you always wonder when is love coming, or why am I thinking about this person, and why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that, it's because that person chose you to confine in, because they can't even confine with the person in their household. I was put in that situation once, and I didn't understand it at first. I really didn't understand it. I was just like, man, what in the world? He got a whole woman at home, but he want to talk to me. It happens. Or you get in situations and they don't tell you. They don't tell you up front what it is. And then you find out, oh, you was married the whole time. And then you get mad and stuff. And then they end up ghosting you. They end up ghosting you because they don't know how to handle it. You got somebody feeling so caught up. You have to realize, well, I'm getting ready to put this in my other message, but you just have to understand today's society, or you're just going to be by yourself. A man or a woman can talk good game. They can sit there and tell you, you the one for me. You the only one. Man, I want to marry you. You just a bomb. Running game. No cap. Or just capping. And then few months go by, few years go by, you ain't got proposed to. You still ain't got, you never seen this person, or you and this person never really just came together. This person telling you that they want you to move to their state and stuff, but they ain't making no, like, you can book a flight as early as you need to. Understand when you get in these type of transitions, you have to understand what you're getting into. You have to be ready. If you want to be by yourself your whole life, then be by yourself. But you have to understand you cannot control anybody. Things can go good for how long? Things can go good for how long? You see what happens to all these, like, I know y'all listen to music. Look at Monica's situation. She really thought she was in love with the basketball player. Look at Shaq and what's her name? They been broke up, but I'm just using them as example. Things go good, but how long? Stop trying to be in control. And maybe somebody is realizing this. Maybe somebody realized that they should have just been upfront with you and told you what it was in the beginning. And maybe they wouldn't never be going through this right now. They could still sit there and call on Aquarius. Man, if I would just upfront and told her that, I got a little shorty on the side, but I just can't stand her ass sometimes, and you my piece, then maybe it would have been different. Because in the series, the episode Scandal, he tells her all it was sex. He was like, but he made sure he told her it's nothing with you. It's like, our sex is fine. She was just like, okay. That's what's the tea. As you're getting older, stop trying to be in control and stop trying to have so many options, or stop trying to have so many demands, because you're pushing people further away from you than they're coming. Stop overthinking, Aquarius. Stop wondering if somebody's doing this and doing that. I don't care. Because when you know your value and you know what you can bring to the table, you're not going to care. You're not. I don't care who you're talking to when you're not talking to me. Continue some peace, love, and light. Stay high vibrational, stay healthy, stay blessed. Okay? Stay safe at this time as well. Until we meet again, well, this lifetime or the next. Namaste, y'all.